Hi, welcome to another video. So if you've been using Claude Codex or any of these CLI agents, then you probably know how the workflow looks these days. You have 5 terminal windows open, each one is running a different agent, and you're alt-tabbing between them like a maniac trying to remember which one finished and which one is stuck waiting for your permission. Well, today we're looking at a tool that puts all of that into one app. It's called Orca, and it's made by the Stably AI team. They call it an Agent Development Environment, or an ADE, instead of an IDE. The idea is that agents are writing the code now, so what you actually need is a cockpit to launch them, watch them, compare them, and merge the best results. And here's the best part. It's fully open source under the MIT license, and it's completely free. You don't pay them anything. You just bring the agent subscriptions that you already have, like your Claude membership or your Codex plan, and Orca orchestrates them. Considering that most tools in this space are either paid or closed source, this is quite great to see. I've been using it on my machine, and I even made an agent build and test a full game inside it while I explored the app. So let's get right into it. So first, what is Orca actually doing under the hood? The core mechanic is parallel Git work trees. Every task you start gets its own isolated work tree. And these are real Git work trees, not copies. So you can have 3, 5, or 10 agents working on the same repo at the same time on different branches without them stepping on each other's toes. You can also fan the same prompt out to multiple different agents, let them race, and then just keep whichever solution is the best. This is the kind of workflow that used to take a ton of manual TMUX and work tree setup. Now it's just built in. And it's agent agnostic. It supports over 30 CLI agents. When I hit the new tab button, I could see Claude Code, Codex, Grok, Open Code, Pi, Gemini, Anti-Gravity, Code, Qwen Command Code, Kimi Mistral Vibe, Qwen Code, Hermes, and OpenClaw right there in the launcher. It also auto-detected 15 agents that were already installed on my machine. Basically, if it runs in a terminal, Orca can probably run it. It works on Mac, Windows, and Linux. On Mac, you can install it through Homebrew. On Arch, it's in the AUR. Or you can just grab the download from their site on orca.dev. The link will be in the description below. Now, let me show you what happened when I actually used it. So I opened a worktree in a test repo and started a Claude Code tab. And this is real Claude Code running in Orca's terminal with my own Claude account. Nothing is proxied through their servers, which is also good. I gave it one prompt. I asked it to create a single file retro arcade landing page with a working snake minigame inside it. Now watch this. The agent didn't just write the file and call it a day. It wrote an 1100-line self-contained page, and then it started testing its own work. It pulled the game logic out and ran it through Node to check it. Then it loaded a browser skill, opened the actual page in a browser, and started playing the snake game itself to verify that it works. And while doing that, it caught 2 real bugs. The game was pausing the moment the window lost focus because of an overeager blur handler, and holding the spacebar would strobe the pause on and off because of key auto-repeat. It fixed both of them and then ran a little autopilot that steered the snake into pellets by reading the canvas pixels. It verified the whole eat, grow, and score loop up to level 2 on its own. The whole time, Orca's sidebar showed me the live status of the agent. It shows working, waiting, and done states for every work tree with unread indicators. So no more checking on a terminal that finished 20 minutes ago. The session also got auto-titled in the history panel, and the file just appeared in the files panel the moment it was written. Then I clicked the preview icon, and the finished page rendered right inside Orca in its built-in browser. Insert coin button, CRT glow, working game. I never left the app once. Chef's kiss. Really good stuff. Now, let's talk about what each worktree actually gives you, because it's a full little dev environment. You get real terminals with WebGL rendering and infinite scrollback with tabs and split panes. You get a proper Monaco editor, which is the same engine as VS Code with autosave and even inline color swatches for your CSS. There's also a markdown editor and viewers for mermaid diagrams, PDFs, and images. Then there's the diff viewer. One click, and I'm looking at everything the agent changed, red and green with a minimap. You can annotate the diffs with inline comments and send those annotations back to the agent as instructions. So you review like a senior dev, and the agent does the rework. There's also attribution tracking, which shows you which lines were written by AI and which ones were written by you. I like this a lot. And when you're done, you can commit and push right from Orca. It integrates with GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, and Azure DevOps for pull requests, checks, and review status. Now let's come to the feature that surprised me the most, which is the built-in browser and design mode. Every worktree can have its own embedded browser tab, so your dev server lives right next to the agent that's building it. But here's the cool part. There's an element picker in the browser toolbar. I clicked it, then I clicked on the hero section of my game's landing page, and Orca instantly copied that element's HTML and CSS, ready to paste into the agent. So instead of writing 3 paragraphs describing which div is broken, you just click the thing. There's also a new draw on screenshot tool where you scribble on the page and the annotated markup goes straight to your agent. For front-end work with agents, this is honestly the correct interface. And I don't know why every tool doesn't have this. Next to my browser tab, there was also an iPhone 17 Pro simulator embedded directly inside Orca. Fully interactive, you can rotate it, tap around everything. And if you set up the Orca CLI with their skill, your agents can drive the simulator themselves. So, the agent taps through your iOS app and verifies the UI on its own. It actually goes even further than that. There's a full computer use section in the settings. You grant accessibility and screen recording permissions, install the skill, and then agents can inspect and operate any desktop app on your machine, not just the simulator. Now about the name, Orca is meant to be an orchestrator, and there's an orchestration skill that teaches your agents to coordinate each other through Orca. An agent can hand off an active task to another agent with full context. It can hand work to an agent that's already running in a different work tree. It can run phased workflows where child agents run one after another, or split independent work across parallel child agents. It can even break one big change into smaller stacked PRs with one child agent per work tree. So your Claude session can literally delegate work to a Codex session. That's kind of awesome. There's also an automations tab, which is basically cron for agents. It comes with templates like a weekday repo audit that checks dependencies, failing tests and risky open changes, a weekly release readiness summary, a daily change review, and an hourly check for stuck work. So your repo gets reviewed while you sleep using the subscriptions you already pay for. Task management is built in as well. You can connect GitHub issues, GitLab, Linear, or Jira, and your tickets show up in a tasks view inside Orca. You can start a work tree directly from an issue. And with the linear skill, agents can read and update the tickets themselves. Now here's a small feature that I really appreciated. The status bar shows live usage meters for every provider. On my machine, it was showing my Claude session usage, my weekly limit with the reset countdown, and separate meters for my OpenAI, Kimi, and Grok accounts. There's an account switcher too, so if you're juggling multiple Claude or Codex accounts, you can hot swap between them and see exactly how much runway each one has left. There's even a prompt cache timer that counts down Claude's cache expiry, so you know when resuming a session is about to get expensive. Ever since the rate limits became everyone's biggest problem, this is exactly the kind of thing people need. This is pretty amazing, to be honest. And then there's Orca Mobile, which is a companion app for iOS and Android. You pair it with a QR code, and you get your terminals and agents on your phone. It works over your local network or Tailscale for free, or through their relay if you want it to work, from anywhere on cellular. You get notifications when agents finish or need input, and it even reflows the terminal to phone size, so the CLI tools stay readable. So you can kick off a long refactor, go outside, and approve the agent's next step from your phone. There are a bunch of smaller things as well. Voice dictation that runs on local on-device speech models, so it's fully offline. A floating workspace with a global terminal, browser, and markdown scratchpad, session restore, worktree checkpoints, and agent hibernation, so idle agents pause without losing context. SSH worktrees, so the agents run on your beefy remote server while the UI stays on your laptop, a headless server mode, and an Orca CLI to script all of it. There's a lot here, so what's the verdict? If you ask me, this is one of the most complete agent orchestration tools I have seen yet. Most alternatives in this space are either paid or closed source, or they're just terminal multiplexers with a coat of paint. Orca is free, it's MIT licensed, it works with the subscriptions you already have, and things like design mode, the embedded simulator, agent orchestration, and the mobile app are a combination that nobody else is shipping in one package right now. It's not perfect, of course. It's a young project. Some parts, like the mobile relay, are still in beta, and the amount of panels can feel a bit overwhelming on a small laptop screen. But watching an agent build a game, play it, find 2 real bugs, and fix them all inside one window while I reviewed the diff and previewed the result, that felt like the actual future of this workflow, not just a demo of it. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, consider donating through the Super Thanks option or becoming a member by clicking the Join button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.